What's going on, everyone? This is ODC, that's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the DC Collectibles, DC Comics Icons Batman action figure. This is figure number 1 in Wave 1. This is the figure that I was really looking forward to the Green Arrow figure, and I was really looking forward to Deadman, and I'm super looking forward to Superman. But this is the figure I was really looking forward to. I think he looks fantastic in packaging. He comes with a bunch of really cool accessories here. This is the line that I'm just really, I just kind of geek out for, because this is really the line that I've wanted, especially it being from DC Collectibles. I love DC Collectibles. They've really stepped up their game over the years, especially like companies like NECA, same with them. Two companies I really just adore, and I'm really looking forward to collecting this entire line, to be honest with you. This is my new DCUC line to me. Putting that to the side there as I mumble to myself, this says figure number 1 on the side. It's got the Batman logo right here. And what's really nice, actually, I want to go back for 1 second, is that when it says icons here, each character has their own little logo inside the O. And I just think that's a nice little touch to a nice little individual customization for each figure's packaging. It's just a nice added little bonus that you rarely see with most packaged action figures nowadays. But for the most part, it says Batman right here, and this is the Last Rites Batman. Over here, it's got the figures in the wave. It's Batman, Deadman, Green Arrow, and Mr. Miracle. Pretty solid first wave. Let's open this Batman up and take a look at what he has to offer. We'll be right back. Okay, and we're back with Batman out of packaging, and I gotta say he looks really good. There's a couple things that I wish were done a little bit better. Like I said, with most of these figures, the upper thigh swivel would have really helped. I feel like that's the big limitation with these figures, is the no upper thigh swivel. I feel like maybe if DC Collectibles hears us enough, they'll add that in. Maybe kind of get rid of the boot swivel and give us that upper thigh, and that'll fix a lot of problems. The other thing that I have an issue with is kind of getting his hand, the battering is almost too thick for his fingers, because they're kind of like this rubbery type, well, I shouldn't say rubbery, they're kind of a pliable plastic, so trying to get this thick battering into his fingers is kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. That's kind of the setback, I'd say, from this, is probably that. It just wants to fall out because there's not enough, the fingers almost aren't strong enough to hold it. He can grip the battering, no issue there, but putting it in between his fingers took me a little bit to do. He can still do it, like I said, he can still do it, it just... The finger, it's putting kind of a lot of stress on the fingers when you're putting it in between there. So just to let you know, just pointing it out. But he does come with 2 batarangs right here. Focus, and they are well sculpted. They're a little bit pointy, so they're not sharp, but a little bit. Well, they're a little bit sharp, I guess, maybe at the corners, but just pointing that out as well. I think the batarangs are nicely sculpted. I really do like the look of this batarang, to be honest with you. I think they both look really good. And then he also does come with 2 sets of hands. He does come with a fist, 2 fists, and 2 gripping hands. And then he comes with another hand, which is a grapple hand, and it is sculpted onto the grapple gun here, so that's pretty cool. It actually does come with a real string with a ball attached to the back, so it'll actually hold on. Getting a lot of paint chips coming off of stuff, so that's very odd, but this can fit into his I believe his left hand here. Let's pop that off. Fit that right in like so, and you can kind of put it like that. Put the string and then kind of have him hanging. If you want to have him hanging from the ceiling, this can totally actually hold him. So I'm holding him like that. Whee! Ow. Okay, so there's that. I'd say it's a really nicely sculpted hand with the grapnel, or whatever you want to call it. So I think it looks pretty good. Nicely sculpted there. I really do like the string. It's that's pretty nice as well. String usually holds up over time, so I don't have an issue with that. Like I said, he does come with two fist hands and 2 gripping hands, which is pretty nice. As far as the rest of his articulation, his head does swivel side to side, full 360 rotation right there. His head can look up, just popped off the peg, but it can pop right back on. I guess it does look up a little, not really that much past eye level. It can look down. We got no job turkeys, no gobbles. He can tilt his head side to side. His arms go up about this far. They do go down. Full 360 rotation there, even with the cape on here. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. He does have a wrist hinge, a wrist swivel, excuse me, and a wrist hinge. Goes in and out. And then he does have the ab crunch, which actually this diaphragm joint right here up top is actually a much better range of motion than I would say the Green Arrow. It just has a little bit more fluid range of motion, a little bit more natural range of motion. So you can pivot him side to side, and you can get him to crunch back and forth a little bit. He also does have the lower ab crunch, which can go forward, and it can go back nicely. Again, the splits very well. And his legs go forward about that far. And they don't really go back too much. Double jointed knee. He does have the boot swivel. Ankle hinge, which goes forward and back. And he does have an ankle pivot. And 2 peg holes at the bottom of his feet. And he's got this nice soft material rubber for the cape, which is, I would prefer, as opposed to a hard plastic, which strains the back and kind of makes the figure want to fall over. This doesn't put too much weight on him, and it kind of balances the figure out much better. And I think it looks really good. Let's just bring up a counterpart here. I will grab you. Come here, you. Come hither. Here's the DC Superheroes. Gray and black Batman, or gray and blue. Jesus. Like I said, I still like this, but I think I like this a little bit more. Maybe if this bat symbol was sculpted on instead of painted on, I might like this guy a lot more. But I like him a little bit more. I just feel like he's, like I said, this anatomy is a little bit more natural to what I feel Batman would look like. He's kind of a little bit beefed up here. A little bit beefy here. A little bit more, like, I wouldn't say skinny. Like, let's bring in Ollie here. And Ollie looks a little bit thinner than Batman, as you can tell by the arms. And even the legs are much less muscular than Batman's. Taking a look at the arms, you can see that Batman's arms are much bigger than Ollie's. So I like that. It goes to show you that they're not reusing sculpts, which usually DC Collectibles never does. And I like that. I really do. So here's the comparison with all 4. There you go, in case you were wondering. Let me get his looking straight so he's not looking like a weirdo. There we go. Let's get these guys out of here. Okay, put him aside. So I'd say for the most part he looks really good. I do like the sculpting on the belt. It actually does have a little bit of paint shading going throughout. It's kind of got that khaki color to it. but there also is a little bit of like yellow paint shading going throughout as well. And it continues on to the back portion. It gives that little bit of weathered look. You know when khaki gets a little bit of that weathered look, like it's kind of been broken in a little bit? That's what it looks like to me. And then you have the nice gold around the belt. I think that looks really good too. I like the painting of the, I guess if you want to call these scallops on his gauntlets. They look really good. The underwear, actually, that he has on is sculpted. You can feel the line right there where the sculpting ends. The boots are sculpted a separate piece, too. So those look good. No bat symbols on the bottom of his boots, though. Damn it. Damn it, I was hoping for that. But I think the cowl looks good. I think the head sculpt looks pretty good. Pretty proportionate with the body. Don't have an issue there. Now let's see. Let's bring in Deadman here. Let's see if he can possess Ollie and Batman here. Here he comes. He's going to possess you. Let's bring in Ollie. All right. So all we need is Mr. Miracle, and then we're all set. So now Deadman is going to possess Batman. So there we go. We just kind of throw it over there, and I think it looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. So it just fits right over his face like so. That looks pretty cool. I like that. Little nice added bonus for each character now. Let's see if it fits over Ollie. Not as well, not as good as Batman. But you can still kind of fit it over him to get the idea. That's just a cool little accessory. I like that. So, I really like this figure. I like all of these figures. I would say the figure probably with the best sculpting out of the three of these is probably Deadman. I just love the musculature going on here, and there's actually, it looks like a little bit of black paint shading going throughout the musculature onto the neck to kind of give him that really just grotesque look of being dead. I don't really have any issues with loose anything syndrome. No problem there. I love the accessories each character comes with. It's very unique to their own. And for me, this is an elite line for me. I love this line, and I hope that it continues, and I hope it never stops. But one day it will, I'm sure. He comes with a grapple gun, Batman does, and he comes with the 4 hands, or I should say 5 hands. And the 2 batarangs. So I really like this, and hopefully down the road we'll get like a deluxe Batman, maybe with a Dark Knight Returns suit, or who knows. The limits are endless with this line, I feel like, and we're gonna get different versions of characters throughout. Like these are all different versions of the character. This is not one definitive Batman. You know what I mean? This is a version of Batman that they decided to give us. So I really like all of these figures, and I especially like Batman. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of tough to pick because I really like Deadman a lot. I think that is the definitive Deadman action figure that has been released. Overall, with everything included. A sculpt, articulation, paint. I'd say Batman, ooh, that's kind of tough because there's been a lot of Batman figures. A lot. So to say this is the definitive Batman, I don't know. It's kind of tough. I can't say that, but I still do really like him. As far as Ollie goes, I really like him too. I'd say he's probably my favorite Green Arrow action figure at this point. So these two are probably my definitive Green Arrows at this point. Batman, I don't know. That might take some time to warm up to. But as far as Batman is concerned, I would definitely recommend this figure. He's really cool. I got him for, I believe it was $21. So be on the lookout. Another thing I want to point out is that he does actually have painted on eyebrows here. This is something I just noticed. He's got little black eyebrows above his eyes here to kind of give off the look of maybe shadow over the eyes, or maybe it's just to show a little bit more of a defined eyebrow for him. I think that's actually pretty cool. I don't really have a problem with that. Maybe it bothers other people, but it doesn't bother me. I really like the anatomy of him. I like his structure and his overall just look. I think it's very natural to me. I don't know. Maybe other people disagree, but to me, this is a must get. Like I said, 2 thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.